listening to Pubcast. Terrorists are winning. That's what Jay Moore says.
Welcome to the Pubcast. Sit down and enjoy a pint.
This is the second half of the extra long double episode of Goodfellas. So this is part 2. This one picks up right after the Recasterbate section of episode 1. And this is where we do the How Much Are They Worth game. So sit back and get ready for episode 2 of Goodfellas. Memorable quotes or scenes. So memorable quotes, really. This movie, I don't know, every other scene or every scene is super quotable and memorable and out in the culture. Like everything was a quote. Like just watching it, I didn't know where to stop with writing down the quotes.
So one of the things that I noticed in rewatching it yesterday was the way I might say a quote is the way I remember it being said in the movie. And it is not how it is said in the movie. You remember it how we said it after 16 beers in college. Because we would say it wrong. But it's become like legend, you know, like it's just evolved over time. And then I watch it, I'm like, she's really not shouting or screeching, you look like a gangster. No, it's very matter of fact. And it's not gangsta, it's gangster. She's definitely just saying, you look like a gangster.
Yeah, I thought Pauly actually said it's okay.
Right.
Until I watched the movie a few years ago, and I'm like, oh my God, we just assigned that to Pauly because he said it so much.
No.
But you have to do it with the hands.
It's
the two hands. Okay. It's okay.
I think we really focus in on specific words, and then the surrounding words are just sort of fillers to get to that word, like months. Like when his dad, you know, he comes home and he's like, "Oh, so you had a good day at school today? Learned a lot? I got a letter from school, and it said you haven't been there in months. In months." We would say the month.
We said month.
Month.
God.
What is it? The first hole I dug?
Oh my God.
I'll dig this fucking hole. Tommy is chock full of quotes. Yeah. Also a sneaky guy for quotes because he doesn't have that much screen time is Maury. Maury has tons of little quotes.
What am I, a schmuck on wheels?
What am I, a schmuck on wheels?
Yeah. Henry, you're a good kid. I've been good to you. You've been good to me. But there's something quite unreasonable going on here. Jimmy's being an unconscionable ball breaker. Okay, give him 8-5 on Cleveland. Look, I never had to pay the vigorous that he demands. Am I something special? What am I, a schmuck on wheels?
Maury, please. You know, Jimmy, you borrowed his money. Pay him.
I didn't agree to 3 points above the vig. What am I, fucking nuts?
What are you going to do?
Come on.
You're going to fight with Jimmy Conway? He wants his money. Give him his money and let us just get the fuck out of here.
Hey, fuck him. Fuck him in the ear. What are you talking about? Fuck him in the other ear, that son of a bitch. Did I ever bust his balls? Did I? I could have dropped the dime a million times,
come on.
and then I wouldn't have to pay
Maury, call the cops. You're talking crazy. Stop it now, will you?
Listen, you got money for that fucking commercial of yours. Fucking commercial. You don't got my money? You don't got my fucking money? Huh?
Jimmy, he's gonna pay.
Fucking kid, he's gonna pay some money. Fucking cocksucker. You hear me? Pay me my money.
Sorry, baby.
He'll pay.
Maurice.
No, he's got a bunch.
Yeah.
Can we go back to Tommy for a second?
Go ahead. Because
the one quote and the way he delivered it, that watching it like really stuck with me. This is after they, you know, beat the hell out of Billy Batts and they're cleaning it up and rolling the tablecloth, and he gets really kind of whiny and almost like he's gonna cry, like, I didn't want to get blood on your floor.
Yeah.
This is fucking bad. What are we gonna do with him? We can't just dump him on the street.
Don't worry. I know a place upstate. They'll never find him. Come on, let's get some more tablecloths.
I don't want to get blood on your floor.
I had the same reaction last night.
So out of character. I can't believe I didn't catch it before.
I totally agree. I was actually going to bring that up on this podcast because I thought it was so strange, but it almost made me think of like, was he just so bullied and it was like this emotional release of, you know, he finally got back at this guy that just busted his balls all the time. And,
well, and you know, even in the movie, you can see Scorsese kind of pushes in on it and specifically wants to focus on that because
He wants to show you that he's upset.
Yeah. He's not just like tough guy. He's like he was fucked up by this guy.
Yeah.
Was that the original De Niro stomp?
Oh yeah.
When he's got that left arm hooking around and he is kicking him in the ribs, man, that's De Niro's best performance.
The tongue that's sort of like half sticking out, like
that's the De Niro that I always want to see. Rib kicking De Niro.
Stomping the face.
Yeah. As far as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster. No, let me say that again. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. That's the Henry Hill line. I think the one I liked the most, I don't know how we say that. I was surprised how much I was waiting for the line from Billy Batts. Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Salud, Tommy.
No more shines, Billy.
What?
I said no more shines. Maybe you didn't hear about it. You've been away a long time. They didn't go up there and tell you. I don't shine shoes anymore.
Relax, will you? For crying out, what's got into you? I'm breaking your balls a little bit, that's all. I'm only kidding with you.
Sometimes you don't sound like you're kidding. You know, there's a lot of people around.
I'm only kidding with you. We're having a party. I just came home. I haven't seen you in a long time, and I'm breaking your balls, and right away you're getting fucking fresh. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry, too. It's okay. No problem.
Okay, salud. Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Motherfucking you fucking piece of shit!
Yeah. Come on. Let him go.
He bought his fucking button at the fake old tough guy. You brought your fucking button, you fake tough guy. You motherfucker.
Come on.
Fuck, keep that motherfucker here. Keep him here. Come on.
Back. Come on, you fucking feel strong?
I could have watched that 10 times in a row.
You know what I think your favorite line is that you say the most? Hey, fuckos, let's go for a ride.
Come on, fuckos, let's go for a ride.
I totally agree.
I specifically wrote that last on my list. I wanted to give that.
Yes. That's actually a big Michelle Nash if we're ready to go. We're just knock on the table and we go, hey, fuckos.
Well, give them the satisfaction, the fucks.
What is it? I met so many people I thought I was drunk.
Yeah, I met so
many people I felt I was drunk. I can't remember.
See, you're saying
I'm totally
the quote as we think.
I know.
Yeah. This movie's better in our heads. It's a great movie, but it's dialed up a notch in our heads.
They would have found it.
Yeah, I'm surprised. We quote Karen quite a bit too. I would have found it. It's right up there.
Where's the stuff that I left, Karen?
I flushed it down the toilet.
You what?
What was I supposed to do? They were all over the house.
Karen, that was worth $60,000. I need that money. That's all we got.
What was I supposed to do? They were in everything.
That's all the money that we had, Karen. I was dependent on that. Why didn't you do that?
I had to do it. They were gonna find it.
Fuck, Karen. They would have never found it.
I swear to you, Henry. I swear, Henry, they would have found it. Oh, no.
Why did you do that? Why?
They would have found it.
Why did you do that, Karen?
What do you mean funny? Like a clown? How do I amuse you? Whoa, how do I amuse you? That's not even the quote.
Quote that I
got a typo.
Improper quotes from my horseshit website I quoted.
What's really funny is the fucking bank job away in Sea Caucus. I'm in the middle of the fucking weeds, laying down. He comes over, he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm resting. Here you're resting? At a fucking beach in a park. I said, I'm resting. I know I'm resting. They pull me in, they start giving me all kinds of questions, this and that. He says, so what are you going to tell us, tough guy? I said, my usual, zero, nothing. I tell you, fuck. He says, no, you're going to tell me something today, tough guy. I said, all right, I'll tell you something. Go fuck your mother. Bing, pow, boom, bing. You saw the paper, Anthony. My head was up like this. So now I'm coming around, I start to come out of it. Who do I see in front of me? This big prick again. He says, oh, what do you want to tell me now, tough guy? I said, Bing, what are you doing here? I thought I'd tell you to go fuck your mother. I thought he was going to shit. Pow, Bing, pow. The fuck is... Gee, I wish I was big just once. The big cops.
Really funny. Really funny.
What do you mean I'm funny?
It's funny, you know. It's a good story. It's funny. You're a funny guy.
What do you mean? You mean the way I talk? What?
It's just, you know, you're just funny. It's funny, you know, the way you tell the story and everything.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
Tommy, no, you got it all wrong.
Oh, Anthony. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say?
You're right.
Funny how? What?
Just, you know, you're funny.
You mean,
So?
well, let me understand this, because maybe it's me, I'm a little fucked up, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
I'm not just, you know how you tell a story. What?
No, I don't know. You said it. How do I know? You said I'm funny. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Get the fuck out of here, Tommy.
You motherfucker. I almost had him. You stuttering prick here. Frankie, was he shaking? I wonder about you sometimes, Henry. You may fold under questioning.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck is it with you? I thought I was getting pinched over here. He's hanging on my fucking neck like a vulture, like a pending day. What do you want?
This guy's worried about it. He didn't want to come over and get the check, you know. It's just,
Wait.
you could take care of this shit.
Yes, no problem. Tell him to put it on my tab. Of course.
That's what I want to talk to you about. You know, it ain't just this here. It's 7 fucking big ones here. 7 fucking G's you owe me. You know, $7,000. I mean, ain't peanuts. I don't mean to be out of order or nothing.
You don't mean to be out of order? Jeez, it's good you don't mean to be out of order, Sonny. You call embarrassing me in front of my friends, don't know, like calling me a fucking deadbeat, you know? You know, Sonny, you're a real fucking mutt. You know the money we spend in this fucking...
About? Come on, don't be like that.
What do you mean don't be like that? Look at this prick. You think this is funny, huh? He's having... What the fuck are you looking at? You're fucking moron. You don't want to bring the check, do you? Fucking... You believe this prick? Fucking guy. You're supposed to be doing this stuff too, you know?
You're a funny guy.
That's it, Henry. That's it, Henry.
Come on.
Hey, you want to laugh? This prick last week asked me to christen his kid. Yeah, all right, for $7,000 I charge for christening.
You really are a funny guy.
One quote that I, didn't really remember, but heard today and really thought was just a really good, 90 seconds of the movie was the "Don't give me the babe in the woods" routine, Karen. When the prosecutor,
the FBI,
options. That guy that plays that lawyer is a real lawyer. He's he's a Georgetown law professor and partner at a major firm in DC, I think.
Oh,
he was the former.
He's had an acting career, but he's a working lawyer. But a lot of that back and forth was improvised as well.
So I thought he was like a former U.S. attorney who was actually playing his own role. I think he was involved in that case.
He was involved. He did work at the district attorney's, but I didn't think at the U.S. attorney's office. But he definitely has been in a prosecutorial role. You could
I'm totally blanking on it, but when Henry comes back shortly after they get married, after being out all night, and where have you been?
Yeah.
And he just starts laughing.
The laugh in the face, and then the walk back to the car. It's great.
And Tommy, what kind of man are you?
What kind of people are these?
I do like the "shut up, you're always talking." It sounds much nicer in Italian. Come on.
Good. The hoof, the paw. Like anytime you're trying to find a word to something, I oftentimes will say the hoof, the paw.
Exactly.
We said it today.
I know.
To Declan.
She's showing right around here somewhere. Just keep quiet. I don't want to wake her up. Oh, hey.
Yeah, look who's here. Look who's here.
Hey, what's going on?
What are you doing? What happened?
No, nothing.
What happened
I
to
hit
you?
something on the road. Give me a thing.
What happened to him? What happened?
How are you? How are you?
I haven't seen you so long. What happened for you? I hate to see him that way. And you too. How are you?
Good.
What
you
happened?
doing up
Tell
so
me what
late?
happened. Well, he came in, you came in. I figured,
You know what time it is?
I'm
In
so
the
happy
morning.
to see him. Look, go inside, make yourselves comfortable.
No.
I'll make
Go
you
to sleep.
something to
Go to
eat.
sleep. Go to sleep. We're gonna
No,
leave.
I
Just get me
can't sleep.
something.
Not
We're
while
gonna
he's
change when
home.
we
No,
go out.
I haven't seen him so long. I want to see him. Good, you just go inside.
This stuff is great, but it's like lead.
So tell me, where have you been? I haven't seen you. You haven't even called or anything. Where have you been?
Well, Mom, I've been working nights.
And?
Well, tonight we were out late. We took a ride out to the country, and we hit one of those deers. That's where the blood came from. I told you. Jimmy told you before. I want to say. Anyway, you know, it reminds me, Ma, I need this knife. I'm gonna take this. It's okay?
Okay, yeah.
I just need it for a
Bring
little
it
while.
back, though, you know.
Well, the poor thing, you know, I hit him in his, we hit the deer in his paw. What do you call it?
The paw.
The paw.
his
The
foot.
Hoof.
The hoof got caught in the grill.
Oh.
I gotta hack it off.
Ooh.
Ma, it's a sin. You gotta leave it there, you know. So anyway, I'll bring your knife back if they do that.
Anyway.
Delicious. Delicious.
Thank you. Why don't you get yourself a nice girl?
I get a nice one almost every night, Ma.
Yeah, but get yourself a girl so you could settle down. That's what I mean.
settle down almost every night, but then in the morning I'm free. I love you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you.
I'll just settle down.
How's your friend Henry there? Henry, what's the matter? You don't talk too much.
Why don't you talk a little bit? Keep it quiet for me.
You don't eat much. You don't talk much.
I'm just listening.
What's the matter? Something wrong with you?
You remind me of when we were kids. Comparis used to visit one another, and there was this man. He would never talk. He would just sit there all night and not say a word. So they said to him, "What's the matter, Compari? Don't you talk? Don't you say anything?" He says, "What am I gonna say? That my wife 2 times me?" So she says to him, "Shut up, you're always talking." But in Italian, it sounds much nicer, you know. Yeah, that's it.
What's that mean?
Nudo means he's content to be a jerk.
Ah.
And he doesn't care who knows it. He's content.
Did Tom ever tell you about my painting?
No.
Look at this.
Ah, it's beautiful.
I like this one. One dog goes one way and the other dog goes the other way.
One is going east and the other one is going west. So what?
And this guy's saying, "What do you want from me?" Guy's got a nice head of white hair. Look how beautiful with the dog. It looks the same.
Looks like somebody we know.
I mean, without the beard. No, it's him. Oh, it's him. Holy.
Well, this last one I had was it's not a quote per se, but all of us lean over slightly and point to around a corner by
oh my god
out and pivoting our hand back and forth to where my wife does it now. My kids do it now.
I do that move like at work when I'm telling somebody, like when we used to be in the office, where something is. I do that move to people who don't even know what I'm doing. They have no idea what I'm doing.
Brendan, a woman stopped me on the street for directions last week, and I did it.
It's ridiculous. I gotta go, Jimmy.
Get some nice dresses.
I come there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What about De Niro saying a little bit? Was that the first time he ever said?
Yeah.
You insulted him a little bit.
Yeah. That's like the best version of that if he ever did it before or after.
What was the scene? You and I were talking about this, that we saw like flashes of other De Niro characters in it. Like he was at the bar, I think, and he got the Cape Fear smile.
Yeah.
That was a little alarming. That
He did the Cape Fear laugh.
It was the Cape Fear laugh, and it was the taxi driver smile.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I'm like, holy, whoa.
Scorsese also in that scene where they first hear about Lufthansa, he does one of those quick zooms.
Yeah.
Quick zoom shots on De Niro, and he has that sort of manic, like taxi driver type face on.
When they're playing cards and Jimmy is supposed to kill Maury, and he decides not to during the card game, he is doing the most over-the-top non-laugh of a laugh.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the Cape Fear laugh completely.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But there was, when we were watching it yesterday, there was definite, like Brendan and I were like clearly waiting for certain quotes and laughed out loud every single time.
Yeah. And the funny part is showing it to Liam 3 years ago, whatever, he laughed at all the same parts that y'all laughed at. It holds up for sure. Okay. What would you want to see in a sequel to this movie? Nash, you talked about it a little bit, so just kick us off there.
Well, I mean, I actually can kind of see the appeal of My Blue Heaven now, actually, after in the sense that this is such you remember there's like a pivot toward the like darker side of things toward the end of the movie, but it's so stark that there's almost like two movies, and I just forgot how depressing the second half really is. Because the from the launch, it's just kind of the happy Henry story and maybe fall in love, but that pivot after just gets, after Billy Bats, it just gets like uglier and uglier. And that scene where he comes back out of jail and says, where's the cocaine? And she said, well, I had to flush it down the toilet, and they just melt down.
They would have found it.
I know. It was just a lot more depressing than I remember ever thinking about it. I think we probably...
And it's a longer part of the movie than I remembered.
Yeah, it is.
I always
it does seem to drag the second half a little bit.
Movie, and it's like 45 minutes.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going.
So my point being, whatever happened after they got into that witness protection, although it almost seems like a sitcom after that, like
the whole third act is a completely different movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm saying if we were saying what I would like to see in the sequel is like what happened when they, began their new life. But it would seem so boring that it would just be contrived,
But it wasn't. That's the thing. 5 years in, he got arrested for
I know.
distribution?
Yeah, it's insane. So the thing I want to see in a sequel there are two major high profile there's one huge one and one lesser one, big time crimes that Henry Hill committed that are not in this movie and not in this story. The main one being the 1978-79 Boston College point shaving scandal, where they were paying college kids to not throw the game necessarily, but only win by a certain amount or lose by a certain amount or whatever. And it was a huge deal. It had a huge effect on college sports back then and Boston College and all that stuff. That was Henry Hill. And also he took Estee Lauder, the Estee Lauder, out for drinks one night. And while occupying her, with dinner and drinks or whatever, his buddies, whoever, went to her house and robbed her of $1 million worth of stuff.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I want to see Henry Hill's other crimes.
Yeah. I don't know that I've got a sequel because I knew of the whole My Blue Heaven thing. I'm like, I'm not going to, whatever. It's whatever. I want to see the rise of Pauly.
I think that's
I was going to say, that's the only other interesting story to me.
Yeah.
Isn't that called The Godfather?
Yeah, I was sort of on that same page with Allison, but I wanted to see more of the Hendry and just sort of the growing up of the kids. I mean, they covered a bit, but I want to see more of him sort of growing up in the mob and that
show.
Henry, yeah.
The other
Hendry
thing is the Billy Bats kind of the backstory in the Billy Bats and how that kind of loosely touches on Tommy and everything else.
I would think that would have been that, right? Or all of the De Niro, Jimmy before he met Tommy and Henry. Right. Cool. He was just like a killer, basically.
Right.
All right. Everyone's favorite game show. This is the How Much Are They Worth game.
And now, let's play the How Much Are They Worth game.
Man.
It's going to be a tough one.
Get your fucking pencils ready.
Get your shine boxes ready.
As you're pulling that up, one of the things I forgot to mention during the kind of the trivia or things, that one of the things that I read was that Henry Hill used to have chronic nightmares about the killing of Billy Batts and that whole scene because in real life it was so gruesome, or whoever it was that as bad as that was in the movie, it was that much worse in real life, and that was one of the recurring.
Yeah.
I would think it'd be worse when they had to dig him up.
I know.
You want a leg? You want a wing?
In the book, that smell was so bad that Henry Hill had to get rid of that car. He couldn't even keep it. It was terrible.
I don't know how De Niro, the Jimmy and Tommy would have been able to do that without any sort of face covering. And I know that it's the movie, but like,
no, because it wasn't the first one they've ever done.
N95 masks or what?
I mean, at some point you would think it doesn't matter how many times you do it.
Was it the first hole ever dug? All right, let's go with Mr. Ray Liotta. What do we think?
Oh man,
Raymond J. Liotta. I'm making that up.
Can we say who the five are?
It's going to be Ray Liotta, Lorraine Bracco, Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, Martin Scorsese. What do we think?
And Scorsese.
Raimundo O. Liotta.
Okay, Ray Liotta. Got that. Money.
Bunch of movies.
Never a massive hit, but he's had a long career.
All right, I got a number.
Yeah, I got one.
Is there an order, or we just throw it out there, or what?
I got a number. Go ahead, Pauly. You go first.
I don't have a number, but I will say, I'm going to say 40 million.
You butthole. I said 39.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Al?
25.
I guess I'm underestimating. I said 19.
19. Fucking aristocrat. This is interesting. Ray Liotta has a net worth of $14 million.
Wow.
Nash.
Overshot that.
Right out of the gate.
Let's just say for the record, that is an insane, standard of living, but shocking.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to start with a 2, but
he's been in a lot of movies, but not a lot of super successful ones, like a handful of good ones, but then
he's not blockbusters.
No. Lorraine Bracco.
Feel the Dream. 2008.
Feel the Dreams, right.
Lorraine
Bracco. So most of her money is from The Sopranos, right? Gotta be.
Pretty long film career, but yeah, I gotta imagine that's where it was.
I got a number.
I'm there.
Pauly, do you have a number?
Yeah, I got one.
Nash, kick it off.
I'm checking in at 14 million.
I got 20.
Well, I've got 12.
Oh my God.
I had 15.
Yeah, see, you really want to avoid whatever number I put out there. Lorraine Bracco is an American actress who has a net worth of $24 million.
Whoa!
What?
Wow.
Good for her.
Sopranos.
She must have a good broker.
All right, Joey Fish.
All right, Pesci. He did all of those records.
Oh my God.
His singing career.
Have you heard of it? That's insane.
Oh my god. The Pesci man.
Plays a lot of golf.
I got a number.
Money was like made before 1992, except for maybe Home Alone. That was 90 as well, right?
My Cousin Vinny, Casino.
That was a big one.
Oh, Casino.
The Irishman.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Home Alone 2.
I've got a number.
The albums.
I got one.
Got one, Rob?
Yeah, I'm in.
I'll start. I got 51
Okay.
for Pesci. Al?
45.
Pauly?
I went back to 40, what I thought Ray made, so doing 40 again.
Nashkin?
I slid right in there at 48.
Oh my God, we are all in the fucking zone. Oh!
Tough Buster.
Joseph, Edward, Nathaniel, Aloysius Pesci has a net worth of $50 million.
Oof.
O'Neill wins.
Which one?
I win. 51. What do you say? 50. I'm up 2-1.
You run Bracco? What was your number on Bracco?
Bracco, I said 20, and she was at 20.
Oh, so 24. Got it.
Okay, Bobby D. Bobby D. Niro. I can't put this in here. Delete. Thank you. Robert the Money De Niro.
This is real hard to peg.
Tribeca.
Yeah, but like kind of going back to this movie's budget, and he not until he went into the comedies did he ever even get to $100 million gross. I don't think.
He's very diversified.
Hang on a second. This was not taking my. I think is De Niro 2 words? It is, isn't it?
De Niro.
This is not cooperating with me. It keeps changing it to Robert Senior. Okay. I'm gonna go. I have a number.
Yeah, I have one.
I'm in.
All right.
I got a ridiculous number.
Give us it, P.
I got 250.
Fuck.
Oh, you think that's high?
I think that's high.
Oh well, I am
way,
about to be embarrassed.
I am way underbid.
All right.
I have a problem.
I've got a number.
What do you got, Al?
120.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I hope I'm right.
But just for the Nash, you're gonna be last because it's too funny. I have 105.
Oh my God.
I don't know why. That does sound low. Yeah.
Ash better start with $1 billion.
I think this number is actually better. 317 million.
Oh,
317.
That's Tom.
Very specific.
Very specific. Oh,
please give it to me.
Okay.
Give it to him.
Bring it.
None of us are close. No one's even in the ballpark.
Oh man, really?
Robert De Niro
is 1 billion in the ballpark.
Has a net worth of $500 million.
Wow.
From what?
I know. You guys are all idiots. I'm just off.
I had half of it.
I considered going crazy, but then I went crazy the other way.
From what?
Holy shit. From everything, man.
Does he got something else going on that's not acting?
Film and stage actor, producer, and director.
I stayed at his hotel yesterday or Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking no.
He's got the restaurants,
Damn it.
festival. He's got a lot going on.
Martin Lawrence Scorsese.
This is a hard one.
I got a number.
Okay. De Niro's at 500. De Niro is at 500 with a lot of outside stuff. Some of that outside stuff is with Scorsese.
I just want to get on the board.
I think I just nailed it.
316.
All right, Al, you go first.
725.
God damn it.
Oh my God. What?
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 725. Right.
I hope I am too, because
Nash, you're next.
Oh man. 467.
God. Pauly?
I went 200.
Whoa.
I went 259.
Wow.
Very specific. We are all over the board on this one.
I could be the
This is going to be surprising. Martin Scorsese. He's a director.
Yes.
And a writer.
Yes.
And a producer.
Yes.
Allison's so excited to be
an
actor.
Tell me.
Of
Yes.
$150 million.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
He is a true artist. He does not care what he gets paid.
He pays everybody else. except for
Okay. So
himself.
Allison, you're only off 600 million.
Look how
okay.
much I value his work.
Wait a minute.
Yes. I appreciate it, Allison. I get exactly where you're coming from.
Wolf of Wall Street would have brought him some big cash, and come on.
We have a tie.
Marty.
We have a tie situation.
Of 0?
Nash has 2. I have 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pauly got 1. Who would you like to put in for the bonus?
I think we know the obvious answer.
What? Who?
Spider.
Spider, yeah. I can't spell his last name. What's his? Chris?
Just right, Italian. From Sopranos.
What's his name?
And Goodfellas. Imperiali.
Michael. See, I was gonna go with Sorvino, but I like this better.
Christopher Maltasanti.
Imperioli.
Can we all play, or is it?
No, Sorvino would be better, but I think this is funnier.
This is more fun. This is.
That reminds me. Pauly from Sopranos is in.
Oh.
A very young Pauly from Sopranos in Goodfellas.
There's 11 different people from Sopranos in this movie.
Big pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. Okay, let's get a number for Spider. Okay.
Oh my God.
Spider.
He's been in a couple. I mean, outside of Sopranos, you've seen him on a few. I have one other fun fact about the cast I want to get in, but a couple of movies. I got a number.
I have a number, and I don't. It's a complete guess. I've got 11.
I had 7.
I have 6, and I know I
I
can't.
had 5.
You babies. Michael Imperioli is an Italian-American actor and television writer who has a net worth of 11 was mine. $20 million.
Wow.
What?
Right.
Oh,
More than Ray Liotta?
I know.
Dance that drink over here.
Since when?
Woo! The most important podcast we've ever done.
Oh my God.
Goodfellas. I win the game in grand fashion.
Wow. I have 0. This is not my game. I feel like I've like taken on your losing streak.
Listen, you have a ways to go before
You're
you're
welcome.
as terrible as I am.
You're welcome.
All right, gentlemen. Any closing thoughts on Goodfellas?
Pauly,
Do we want to squeeze in a couple songs just to see if you can guess where they were?
Yeah. I forgot
Maybe
about
you can. All right.
Let's do the
first song.
Wait. Pauly, explain what this game is, and then we'll do it.
So I'm going to play a clip from a song, and you tell me the scene of the movie that it's in.
Great.
First song is. I just lost it.
Better have the volume cranked up.
Then He Kissed Me by the Crystals.
Oh, Walking Through the Copacabana, wasn't it?
Good one. That's it.
Wow, nailed it.
Good job, Allison.
Wow, that's quick. Nailed it.
Here is the next one. He's Sure the Boy I Love, the Crystals again.
It's like Christmas after the heist, right?
What's that?
The Christmas party after the heist?
It's no. Any other guesses?
Can you play the song one more time,
Play
Pauly?
that clip, yeah.
Yes.
Fuck.
Is that when they're starting to see? Is that when they're starting to see all the dead bodies after the in the pink Cadillac?
Is it Walking Through the Girlfriend's Apartment?
It is not.
What is it?
Bats at the bar when they first meet Bats.
Of course it is.
All right. We talked about this earlier, but here is Atlantis by Donovan. You got to go in a minute 50 to get to where it is in the show.
Yeah.
Is that when the dumpster is getting dumped out and Frenchie's in there?
No, that
is a good guess, but that is not right. That is the next song that's on the list. It's a.
Uh-oh.
What?
Well, if he can come back, but that's when when they're wrapping Billy up in the.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Crikey. Pauly, you still there? Oh, we fucking lost him in this game. We lost him in the middle of his game. Oh, lovely. We'll give him a minute. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't.
This all can be edited.
So, Rob, when are you going to have Connor and Beckett watch this movie for the first time?
Christmas Eve?
I think we've I think we've got a little bit of time before. I would say 10 years before.
With it at 14.
I think he was maybe 15.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, 16 or so, whatever. 16.
It was 3 years ago because it was right after Thanksgiving, so he would have been.
So we would have saw it. I would have saw it in the theater at 17 or something.
Hello.
Oh, boy.
There he is.
Hey, Pauly.
He's back. Did you hear Cream?
Oh. I don't have a good feel for when that is.
That was he was snorting cocaine, I think. Wasn't he?
That is not right.
Was that around when he was doing the guns and the silencers?
It was with the black helicopters, right? It was in his chase of that whole day.
It is not.
No. Damn.
It is when Jimmy is smoking at the bar before he starts killing everybody.
Yeah.
That's when the Cape Fear.
The
taxi driver face. Yeah.
Yeah. Taxi driver face, Cape Fear left.
Right.
This is Nash's favorite song, I think. Henry Nielsen, Jump into the Fire.
This kicks off Henry's last Manic Sunday.
Yeah. I'm off by like a song a week.
Yeah, that's the sort of the cocaine running around.
Yeah.
And let's see what I've got on the last one here. Get your strong backs. I had Layla in there with Jimmy killing the crew. That was the last one I had.
Go get you.
I also love any of the Bobby Vinton Roses Are Red. That's like, where is it?
All that early
just awesome. So bad.
When you watch them listening to
Violet
really, are all these guys really enjoying this?
I don't know, man. It was 59 or whatever it was.
They talk about that scene in the Copa where they first, where Henry and Karen walk in. That's like the first, I don't know if it's the first time they did a long scene like that where they're doing the camera that follows behind as they're walking in.
It's the most
the static shot.
Most famous one shot. I can't believe it only took 8 takes. Too.
Yeah.
I would have said 38.
Right.
That's crazy.
I want to say he was kind of taking a cue off of somebody else that had done it, but it wasn't quite as extensive.
Yeah.
And he picked that scene because that was the only way they could get into the Copa.
They wouldn't let him shoot in the front.
Right, in the front. So that was the only way that they'd be able to kind of get in, and it worked out, perfectly for this single shot scene.
We got to open our own place called the COVID Cabana or something.
You remember the scene when they were over at Janice Rossi's place and she's showing the apartment, and then they're in the bedroom, and then Debbie Mazar is like the last one to come out, and she trips.
Yeah,
like as she's walking away from him. She actually tripped on the camera track.
Yeah.
It wasn't like she tripped on and Scorsese left it in because he thought it was awesome. Like she was trying to, sort of get away from it. It was sort of a little bit erotic too.
Hit the door frame and
But he liked that it showed that she was kind of thrown off balance by Henry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's Scorsese.
Next Martin Scorsese.
The other one that I forgot Samuel Jackson is in there. A really young Sam Jackson.
Wow, he's awesome. I mean,
stacks.
Underwear.
Yes. Little
yellow underwear.
The yellow underwear. And that for blood wise, that's probably one of the bloodiest scenes when he gets shot and
he gets killed real good.
Yeah. Well, and Brendan caught kind of a continuity issue that when they go back and show Tommy kind of in slow motion pulling the trigger, you already see the blood spatter on the wall behind him.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is that there's the initial headshot and then there's like a break and then there are multiple shots that come after. And the only thing I can think of is that was intended to be like showing him just after, but it was all over.
That was a great scene with it slow mode when the bullets flying out of the gun and he's just standing.
I was watching a thing with
another
Pauly. I was watching a behind the scenes thing on this, and if you watch this movie in particular, but I think a lot of Scorsese's movies probably have this. There are tons and tons of continuity errors throughout his movies because he's not concerned with all that. Like you get what he's trying to do. You're not focused on was the hand right? Was he holding the beer in the right hand or left hand? And
right.
All that, who gives a shit? But in this movie, if you pay attention, you can see that everywhere. So many scenes are cut left and right, and the little stupid things are wrong, but who gives a shit in the end?
Well, I do think that I'm not a film student, but to Allison's point, he might be showing a different in the same sequence, right?
When De Niro is arguing with Maury's wigs, Maury on the phone before he wraps it around his neck, he's talking with the phone in one hand, and then he's talking with it in the other hand in different shots.
Oh yeah.
Like that. It doesn't matter, but it's out there.
That scene with Stax after he kills him, I don't know who the actor is. That's the Italian guy that only speaks like Italian most of the movie.
He's my favorite guy.
When we say take that coffee to go, like nonstop. Let's take that coffee to go. And he's like, "What are you doing? Take the coffee to go." Like, get out of
His
here.
name is Carbone, and he speaks like 3/4 Italian through the entire movie. Like, he never really quite gets it. He's awesome.
He's in The Wedding Singer.
He's in
and later on playing kind of a
no
guy.
one has that hair.
That hair is insane. It's like a Lego
Before or since.
Kind of just goes on.
Paul or Rob, you remember this guy. You know who had that hair but in a different color was Dick Versace.
Yes, he did.
Former Bulls coach and whatever.
Yeah.
Very much the Lego hair.
Yeah. All right. Any closing remarks?
It's a good one.
Hey, fuckos, let's go.
That's all right.
Hey, fuckos, let's go for a ride.